And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. We're seeing a tremendous game from Brandon Jennings.
Well, in terms of his points in the first half, I mean, that's pretty much what we've come to expect out of him.
Yeah, that's an open book on all you need to know about what talent he has. I'll bet he adds a lot more to that tally in the second half.
Caldwell Pope out there with Jennings. And it's Smith. Then there's Monroe. And it's Butler in at the 3. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Coach Hornacek is a self-professed math guy. He was an accounting major at Iowa State, so he likes the numbers. He uses the analytics. And somebody who really encourages his team to jack up as many three-pointers as possible.
No good from Bledsoe. Detroit's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Knocked away. It's stolen by Dragic. Dragic left side. Now here is Morris. Covered by Smith. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And Coach Hornacek, Clark, does see the game from an analytical angle. He pushed the pace because he said you shoot a much higher percentage in the first 8 seconds.
I agree with that, and I would like to see more teams do that and employ that. It's much more enjoyable to watch. The guys enjoy playing that way, and the increased pace for the Suns, they actually average 5 more points a game over the prior season as a result of trying to get good shots earlier in the shot clock.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Dragic kicks to Green. Offensive rebound.
Ugly start to this second half, guys. They've missed all 4 of their shot attempts.
Caldwell Pope passes to Butler. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Now it's a 4-point Piston lead. The Suns have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half, yet to find the mark. They double him with Butler. The dish to Morris. Bledsoe kicks to Morris. From deep, Green. Good on the shot. Green's got 13 points.
That was an important bucket. They're only 1 of 5 now, so they really had to get their offense clicking.
And the shot is good. And the Pistons lead by 3.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
And the Suns call time here.
Something that I just can't help, especially when I'm 20 and spinning like windmills and my ice 32 below minus the wind chill.
And let's take this chance to look at some of the perimeter players who aren't afraid to mix it up in the middle either. These are the top rebounding point guards in the league. Goran Dragic 4th.
This is a unique group of players. It's not often we talk about the rebound leaders at the point, but with these guys, it's warranted because of just how well they do it.
You know, it definitely sets them apart from most of the other point guards in the league when you can glass eat like that. They've got a little bit of that big man attitude in them, battling in the paint when the shot goes up and feeling like they can get some rebounds too.
Now here's Butler. Outside Jennings, passes to Smith. The kick outside to Butler. Clock at 6. Dishes it to Monroe. And he drops it in from the low post. Now it's a 5-point Piston lead.
And it feels like the energy has just picked up big time here, and both teams now feeding off each other's intensity.
I don't know what was said in the locker rooms at halftime, Steve, but it's obvious both sides have responded well.
Well, Greg Monroe, good size and skill at the power forward position, loves to operate from the high post where he can make plays for others or attack off the dribble.
Dragic gets the bucket. Dragic has got 16 points.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
And Monroe is an elusive left-hander. He's great at driving and getting to the basket. Not really an elite athlete, but, well, I tell you, with his size and ball handling ability, he's more than capable.
Suns trail by 5. Dragic dishes to Morris. It's stolen by Smith. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession.
And now look at how Greg Monroe sits in the rankings. First in field goal percentage. And he's been using his size and quickness to great effect defensively. He's in the top 20 in the league in blocks per game.
I don't think we can overlook the fact that he's the top field goal percentage shooter in the league. I mean, lights out. That's really the only way to describe him. He doesn't miss much. You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. And Monroe developing his mid-range jump shot, Steve, to complete his face-up arsenal.
Well, he's made strides. I mean, it's a little concerning to see his free throw percentage falling over the last 2 seasons, but that jump shot is key to keeping his driving lanes open.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Drummond's checked in for Smith. Singler comes in for Butler. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Brandon Jennings. Now here is Augustine. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Here's Dragic. After the made shot from Andre Drummond. Bledsoe outside. Bledsoe right side. Shot is blocked.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Throws it up high, and Drummond throws it down.
Yeah, they're really doing a nice job of stringing together solid possessions and building that lead up.
That's the key, Steve. They'll stay in control of this game if they can just avoid any lulls going forward.
Shot's good by Bledsoe.
Well, I'm not necessarily a big fan of him shooting that shot, but they did give him the space.
Green against Singler. Monroe the pass to Drummond. Elbow shot. And Monroe with the basket on the assist by Drummond. That's 12 points for Greg Monroe. Here's Dragic. 16 points for him. Plumlee sets the pick for Dragic. Over to the wing. Morris with the ball. Now Monroe defending. Dragic with a wide open look. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
It does look like their energy is lacking at this point.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. I mean, they don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks.
You know, the Phoenix Suns have actually drawn a lot of influence from the Boston Celtics. They've hired several personnel people in the management and on the coaching staff from the Celtics organization, and they've even implemented the Tom Thibodeau-style defensive system that originated with that Celtic club back in the day.
Now Dragic, 19 points in the game. Kicks it to Plumlee. The feed to Dragic. Here's Morris, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Morris has got 16 points.
Goran Dragic last season really became a premier offensive weapon, dramatically improving his shooting percentage. In fact, over 50% from the field and 40% from long range, while scoring 20 points a game. Only the 3rd player in the last 2 decades to hit those marks.
So for the Pistons, Luigi DeTome's checked in for Monroe. And it's Josh Smith in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And the Suns here with a different look. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Plumlee. Morris comes in for Morris. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Eric Bledsoe. And Dragic can do it all offensively. Clark spread the floor, slash to the rim, and he got to the line over 5 times a game.
That ability to get to the line puts defenses in quite a bind. You lay off of him, he can rise up and knock it down, and you crowd him, he'll blow right by you and get to the line.
Here is Tolliver. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And Tucker kicks to Tolliver. Shot clock at 6. Here's Morris. No good. Now the Pistons take it the other way.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
Well, you get more rebounds, you get more possessions, more shots at the hoop, and oftentimes that decides the game. Looky here. How about that one? That play, take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook for future reference.
Perfectly done. He put it on a platter for him.
He
Gosh,
sure
that was
did.
neat.
And how about the touch on the finish, too? That was really nicely done.
Dragic. And here is Drummond. 8 points for him. Pass to Augustine. Inside. Deflects the pass. Thomas dishes to Tucker. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pistons.
They've been the aggressors, and they've been tougher in the paint all game.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Miles Plumlee's checked in for Tolliver. And Jordan Crawford is subbed in for Goran Dragic.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Thomas gets a wide open look. And the 3 off target. Pistons leading by 5. And now the Pistons fast break. Smith with the basket on the assist by Singler. And that's now 19 points for Smith.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Plumlee, the pass to Tucker. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Tucker's got 4 this quarter.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
Smith kicks to Augustine, to the middle, to Tome. Soft touch off the glass. By 7.
Can't pass up that kind of look.
Phoenix has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable. And Thomas, here we go. And it's sent back by Drummond. Now Detroit moving it up. Augustine with the ball. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
Jody Meeks, he's checked in for the Pistons. Mills comes in for DJ Augustine. Well, now they're just going to town on him.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
Here's Thomas following the bucket by the Pistons. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The shot's good from Plumlee.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Mills with it, averaging 9 points per contest. From outside the arc. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
They've got it to double digits as we get set for the final quarter. That 3 has them fired up.
And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Pistons lead by 10. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway.